Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Thomas Sim, PA2066. Today is 30th of March 2022. I would like to do a short presentation on how FindHue.info is able to help real estate agents in getting leads. Let me begin. Right, using ICT in the real world setting, as we all know, ICT means information, communication, and technologies. So these are linked to social media, internet, and definitely a tool for communication to advertise your service to the World Wide Web. And how do you want to achieve this? Depends a lot on your business goal, your strategy, and also your goal in life. Let me go into detail how it can help real estate agents in getting leads. We have, let's say in this scenario, three types of personalities. Agents as a team working in a real estate agency firm. So the agency consisting of the principal agent, the registered estate agent, and also the probationary estate agent and the real estate negotiator. In the example I provide here, I am a probationary estate agent, Thomas Sim. Wilson is the dummy I created, a dummy principal who actually set up a firm. And the other person is Jason, who is a real estate negotiator. So these three person, how is FindHue.info able to help to create leads? So we have a firm which is called ABC, a dummy firm. ABC Realtors Agency is a community of real estate agents. So this we want to link them together under the website FindHue.info. We are looking at geo linking for the businesses that is able to lead to each other. So let me just show the profile of Thomas. Thomas is 5 years experience, registered as a probationary estate agent 2066. This is the real person. I am Thomas Sim. I am involved with residential project sales, commercial, and focusing in the geographical area Kuching, Sarawak. And the principal registered estate agent is Wilson, 15 years of experience. His dummy number is EXXXX, residential project, commercial land, and others. He's a principal of the ABC Realtors, focusing in Kuching, Sarawak. And also Jason, who is a real estate negotiator, 10 years of experience, registered rent with the number, dummy number, residential project, commercial land, rental, as well as focusing in the same area, Kuching, Sarawak. So let us use this diagram to illustrate how listing coming in from the left with the arrow, and the listing are by all the agents. The target prospect is indicated by the red arrow here. So the advertisement comes in and it's got to refer to the targeted correct match of the prospect. Let us visualize this using tour of the FindHue.info. So let me open up my browser. So you just type FindHue.info in the URL bar. You will be carried to the website FindHue, a community of agents and specialists. So let us check out the agents that I have created. I have created the agent as in 3 person, myself, Jason, and also Wilson. So first we look at Wilson, who is the principal of the agency. So as he is the principal of the agency, he has his listings. So these listings are actually created for his agency listing. So from one look at the agent's profile, you can see how much of work this agent has gone into. And looking at the agency on its own business page, this is the business page of the agency. ABC Realtor Agency Kuching. So this is the business page of a agency, and the person who put up this advertisement is Thomas Sim. Myself, I have put up the advertisement for this agency. Definitely, if you can see, it is featured with the agency information and also the person who created this advertisement immediately beneath the main featured image. When agency is advertised, the agency can link up with all the agents within the agency. So if there are more agents, all these agents can be profile listed here. And in fact, in showing the agency's own activity, it could be pictures illustrating agency's activity or work, and location of the agency, whereby this agency is located by viewing in a larger map. You can open up the larger map to be able to see where the location of this agency. So this part, of course, is important for customer to look for whereabout this agency is. And the other map also lists out all the other related activity of agencies and agents surrounding this location. So if you have a branch of this similar agency elsewhere, it can be shown in a map next to the location, business location map. The other part that I like to illustrate is the add linkages, add geo linkages. This add geo linkages allows the visitor to check out what are the related activities surrounding this location. So here you have a sports recreational outlet at a park. You have many shops nearby. You have even some places car for sale or car for rental, bakery, and eating out at places that is nearby to this location of the agency. Similarly, if the agency wants to highlight the properties that is put up for sale or for rent, the agency can create a listing, and this listing can be tied when they are in the proximity of the area this agency office are located. Similarly, the locality, when the agency is located, it shows in the location. By choosing the agent, the visitor can choose the agent, like in this case, choose the agent Thomas Sim, and therefore by clicking Thomas Sim, it opens up Thomas Sim's profile page, and this profile page illustrates the promotional message for Thomas Sim with his profile picture, his other business pictures, his registration, his phone number, and in fact you can also incorporate a video if there is a YouTube video by the person to profile himself in a 3D motion picture. After you've seen the short summary of the person, you can see his listing. So in this case, there are a lot of listing done by the agent. In fact, you can choose to see other agents' listings, like including food outlets. In this case, is a food outlet, and this food outlet generates leads of the agent's involvement in this area. So let's say if the agent has activity of rental as well as businesses that is linked to food, the food business in advertiser will feature the agent's profile and the agent's bio immediately beneath the featured image. So in the case where people are looking for food to eat, then the person will be exposed to this advertisement, knowing the location as well as knowing the different shops that is next to it. So this becomes important in the case of referring one business to another business. So maybe a person is looking for banking. So when he comes to this bank, indeed he can choose to view what are the surrounding area, and also to know exactly how to move around and the facility amenities around this area, with the agent's profile being featured as he covers this area very much frequently. He advertises his service as an estate agent to the prospect who are interested to know this area and may have been looking for a shop to rent or a commercial outlet to buy. This, in a direct manner, advertises the business as well as the agent's profile. Let us move back to the website. When the website is organized by agents, this allows the website to be searched by subcategory of agent type. So if the prospect wants to look for a registered estate agent, then this sub-selection will come out. Of course, it is Wilson, and the other one is if you look at the sub-selecting as a PEA, then these are the PEA, or sub-selecting as a negotiator, then you are able to sub-select. Let us move from this sub-selection to Jason, and Jason is Rand. In fact, looking at his profile, all of the listings are food and outlets. An agent can generate his leads by giving public the knowledge of his activity area. For example, if the agent is active in looking for food and eateries, the agent can go out and do advertisement for restaurants. In this case, his restaurant activity will be featured with his profile at the main first page of the advertisement. And he can also choose to align himself with other agents so that the other agent's name profile of this particular agent. So this agent will be able to generate leads by having people who are interested in this restaurant and finding this restaurant linked to this agent. He can actually click the person's profile, and the person's profile will come up for generating interest to call him for a visit or for a viewing. So this can be a restaurant, it can be a business outlet, a car outlet, or any of the area of interest for this particular agent. Of course, his own agency listing, he can always capitalize to put on top in his profile page. Let us go back to the presentation. We have completed the tour for real estate agents, how to use Finehui in order to generate leads. We come to the age of post-COVID, where we are relying a lot of advertisement and communication online, and the time spent for a lot of these online platforms will be short span of attention seeking, a lot of competition, and therefore we need to capitalize on our opportunities, which is recording down our activities and recording down our niche area by using ICT. Ultimately, hopefully, the long strategic placing of your activity area will generate more long-term profit or long-term revenue for the agent. Listing website in a short direct way is that it is a user-directed website. Also a front-end post. Finehui is a front-end post website. We are looking at two major types. One is the variety multi-product type, and the other one is the specific product type. So of course, generating more interest area would be the variety multi-product type, which is able to cover longer term, because buyers for one item may look for another item coming back to the same platform. So what is listing? In the current platform, listing is a lot of time depending on the product. So they are very product centric. They are in numbers, so they don't really concentrate on the selling person, the person who sells the product. They are more concentrating on the product, and it is temporarily, because most listing would have expiry date, and it is very content driven. If you have a good content of listing, then you generate more visitors. And it takes a lot of updating, and also it is over time a lot of barrier, because you need to collect a substantial amount of information before people would find it useful to come to the platform. So this we want to highlight all these product and the numbers. Just we were saying, actually, if you think in a more strategic manner, indeed, product comes from the idea of how it changes the lifestyle. And also, if you look at it from even deeper perspective, the perspective of idea actually generated from the agents and the specialists who have this product to sell. And therefore, the agent and the specialist is the major concentration of the business idea that comes out to eventually selling of the product. So we are featuring more of agents and also specialists rather than the product. Most of the platform out there generate interest on the product instead of the agent or the specialist or the seller behind this product. This is important to highlight. We are looking at recording down, giving a good tracking of the activity of the agent, so that the visitor can see their long-term experience and also their service level. And eventually, agents like you can come in to have a long-term strategic position of your activity area, and therefore monetizing your exposure eyeballs into the future. Well, real estate indeed is about service. Real estate agency is all about service, and therefore we are faced with the current scenario that market trends are in fact talking about how to expose the persons or the product over the social media. And it is hard to tell a 20-year-old experienced agent from a 20 months or a 2 months agent, because people would fake a lot of advertisement on social media. So the way out is to record down your activity over time, and therefore able to give more substantiated evidence of your ability and your experience. This is important because targeted agents would have a good exposure to the eyeballs of the visitor by using findway.info. We produce profiles of agents to record the agent's activity and his experiences. His activity means his geographical area. What are the influences that the activity area may geo-link to each other? And that is important because a person who sees your activity of bakery may eventually think of buying a property next to this area. Right. What is to do for a real estate agent using findway.info? The processes are: first is to do mapping. Agents are using findway.info to map out his activity region. He goes around talking to the businesses, commercial outlets, so that he can get leads, as well as doing advertising for these outlets. When the outlets are advertised, people look for the outlets will see the agent's profile picture and the profile bio. By doing this advertising, agent promote his activity region to create influence. Therefore, over time, it attract visitors are captured to findway.info and able to see activity of this agent, to contact the agent for a viewing or for a consultation. Conclusion, the current state of listing, in fact, a lot of it is about product for sale, but not about the services of the agent. The real estate agent in the long term need to portray himself and his specialty area by doing a good recording of his activity. And this new idea for future activity areas and listings can be done through findway.info. We are geo-linking advertising activities together in a website, and this means the agents, as in the case of portraying himself and his activity, will generate future leads to call him for a viewing or for a business consultation. We also link to other areas like bakeries, eateries, businesses and education, shops and tourism, accommodations, and also sports and recreation. So these activity areas would go into different segment of the market and able to generate interest for visitors to call up the agent for a consultation, for probably even going into business together with the agent. So this is a network of agents in a community working for each other to foster the more effective advertising. Thank you very much.